No, you probably shouldn't.
Oh yes, no, I did have a thing. I have a word with you.
You're back. Oh.
Indeed, I'm back. Now, did I sell you that ruby? Unfortunately not. We're gonna find one around. Flawless ruby. If not, then I'm just sticking with this bow here. Yeah, I'm just gonna admit this. I looked up what that bow is, because I thought I'm not gonna bend over backwards doing this quest without knowing what it is I'm getting. So the bow that you get out of this actually is pretty beastin'. I would prefer it, however, not the end of the world if I need to stick with my bow. It has indeed grown on me. Plus, probably will fight a dragon sooner or later. So, what do we got here? Is there anything new? Well, there's Colbert and Micah. No, although I do like this place. I like this city. I think it's a cool... It's a happening, swinging, groovy pad. What's up?
We never thought we'd be rid of those smuggler rats. Thank you, Warden Commander.
I have nothing clever to say about that. Okay. Well, I guess there's some shop browsing to be done. So yeah, cutting through will be done. Hang on. What was this? Pure iron? Iron physically extracted from ore. Huh. Wait, what's this? A gift? Interesting. I did not see this stuff before. Pure iron as well. Somebody could maybe use that ore for something. Aha! 28 fucking gold for this. Still, not exactly... I'm not exactly wanting for it. Do you know, I wonder sometimes... this will be breaking immersion for a little bit, but, you know, we can. If your Grey Warden died sacrificing themselves to kill the Archdemon, didn't go through with the Dark Ritual from Oregon, you would instead be playing an Orlesian Grey Warden come to Amaranthine to head up the Order. Now, that's cool. It's a good idea, I like it. However, I wonder how it would have got on with...
What happens when this body of yours expires?
How long does such a process take?
I don't know. Can you still walk around once you're simply bones?
So I'm led to believe, yes.
That is incredibly disturbing.
It's rather unfortunate that the conversations I seem to be getting are the ones that I've heard before. Like, what I think that might have actually been part of what I recorded. Kind of an unfortunate coincidence. Yeah, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, playing a different character. Because the way that I roleplay Nathan is very natural, and that's kind of like my style of roleplaying in general. To talk about my other series for a little bit, with series like Half-Life 2 and Fear and Soma, it's very much kind of like me in that situation. And I adjust my personality in according to that situation and what it requires of me, and that's kind of the extent as to how I play a character. And obviously with some, you know, like the protagonist circumstances and things like that contribute to how I play, which is absolutely fine. For Fallout New Vegas, I'm again essentially me, but I tend to crank up the bloodthirstiness a little bit more when I play Fallout New Vegas, which I do appreciate. I haven't played that in a long time. But put me in front of Caesar's Legion and hoo boy. Even Nathan, when taking down Darkspawn, doesn't go that kind of fervent in his execution. Nathan himself is very much duty driven. He's a character I kind of enjoy playing with that. He's got a strong moral compass, which I also consider myself to have. Quite a strong, well, I think moral compass is the best word. A drive to do what is right, and kind of like a knowledge of what I think is right. An ability to tell that. I don't often come up against a decision which I don't kind of instinctually know how to handle. or don't know without just a little bit of thinking. So Nathan's quite duty driven, whereas character in Fallout New Vegas was more, a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more freeform, less duty driven, and did things and killed people just because he thought it was right as well, but still with that same moral compass. And what the hell else am I playing? Because I know I did, I streamed a little bit of Mass Effect, and in Mass Effect it was very much, you know, trying to get the same thing, although I had a harder time getting into the Mass Effect character. I think that was something to do with the fact that I was streaming at the time. But my point is, trying to play a whole new character, a whole new Orlesian Grey Warden, in the same situation as Nathan finds himself now, I would be really worried that it would just feel like Nathan. He would just be Nathan 2.0, because he would probably still make the same moral decisions. There might be this thing of like, oh, I'm new and stuff like that. And there's characters we've run in from the past, like his relationship with Oghren and with Wynne and stuff like that might be different, but it would have been hard to divorce my kind of recognition of my previous adventures with Wynne and with Oghren and stuff like that. So playing Nathan here, I think, is way better from my experience going through Awakening. I don't know, I'm curious as to what it would have been like. Now, where is this person? I don't know, let's check inside the bar. Maybe she's drowning her woes. This isn't the bar. Though I'm sure it wouldn't be the first person who stumbles into a chantry looking for a place to drown their sorrows, or possibly even just accidentally thinking that it is a bar. Whoa, is that somebody in there? Yes, it is.
Aura, please do not be alarmed. I do not wish to frighten you.
You are the... in my husband's body.
I am a spirit of justice. I meant your husband no harm. I would ease your distress had I the power.
I knew when he left that this could happen. He told me. His father died a Grey Warden too.
Tell me, is there anything I can do for you? Tell me, and I will do it.
Avenge him, spirit. I will wait for his ashes a little longer, if it means that whoever did this to him will pay.
The Darkspawn. Yes, I understand. And she is gone. Did I do the right thing?
I think that was maybe exactly what was needed. I told you, sorry. Given time, people react strongly in the first instance, quite a fair bit. That's fine, that's expected, particularly when somebody's grieving. And then give them some time to adjust to the situation. Let them have that outburst, because sometimes they need it, even if it's not what they truly think. And then approach them later, when they've had time to think. So I think so. Yes, I think you were... I think this maybe gave her a little bit of closure. Like, thinking it would have been good for her as well, that was the main bit, like she had time to process it. But you coming up here the second time and her being able to kind of like say that to you, I think is the right thing. So let's go. So yeah, I think so.
She loved this man a great deal, and he loved her. I envy what they had. I must think on this more. But another time. Thank you for bringing me here.
You're welcome. Justice, you're more human than you think you are, you know. Let's see. Justice visited Aura again later, promising to avenge her husband's death. This pact gave both a measure of peace. Yeah, it did. More human than you think, Justice. And now that you're here, you can maybe enjoy some of the finer things about being alive. Like love. Maybe I'll introduce you to Wynne. She's kind of a spirit. Right, okay. So, I came here, I browsed the shops, I Yeah, I've done everything I wanted to, really. Let's potter off with my party. You know, from a distance, we're quite a dark lot. Got me dressed in this regal-looking black armor. But like a kind and duty-driven Grey Warden. A literal spirit of justice, dressed like a Decepticon. Vallana here, who looks like quite a nice and normal mage. Very moral-driven as well, but misguided in her way. And we got Nathaniel here, who looks fine, but is an actual assassin. You know, I was thinking about Nathaniel the other day, is that he came to us as a pure assassin looking to, you know, strike a blow against me. Like, you see him lying in prison, you go, oh, there's a ne'er-do-well. And I think maybe, like, when I recruited him, I expected like a lot more resistance, like a lot more, like, misguided youth thing. But no, instead what I got was this really kind of honorable and similarly kind of like duty-driven guy, almost like a kindred spirit in a way, who I kind of caught on what only amounts to a bad day. So here's the Knotwood Hills. Hunters occasionally venture to the Knotwood Hills to stalk the rich wildlife, but otherwise this remote edge of the Arling is untouched by civilization. Well, I am civilization. Let's go touch it. Who am I? Random encounter. Dalish elves.
Andera and Atishan travelers. Do not be startled. We only wish to be about our way.
Huh?
Marin?
Vallana! Well, this is certainly a surprise. You traveling with...
Humans, yes. Believe me, the irony does not escape me, clanmate.
We are no longer your clan, Vallana.
Was your clan killed in the Wending Wood?
They were my closest friends, but not all of my clan.
Vallana was exiled. She does not have a clan. We...
Stop. I do not wish to speak of this. Marin, the others who left with me, they are dead. And Sarani is gone, taken by the Darkspawn.
If she is still alive, we will find her.
Thank you, whoever you are. You have my gratitude. Ilshe warned her not to go with you, Vallana. You see what you brought on her?
Then tell Ilshe that she was right. Oh, I can see her smug.
Ilshe has passed on. You know nothing but hatred. The clan is better off without your poison.
Are we just gonna ignore the fact that there's a forest fire behind you guys? Just saying, like, what's happening back there? If that's why she was exiled, that's interesting. Kind of makes sense as well. Can I say this first one? Vallana loves her sister is true, but it's kind of... I didn't feel it. Vallana's changed. She's done good things. Has she yet, though? What's she done? Yes, she's helped. She has done good things.
A human is willing to defend you? This speaks volumes, Vallana. Ah, we've lingered too long. Andrew will guide your path, Vallana.
Do not make a fuss over me. Let us be on our way.
You're welcome. Forest fire. The fuck? That was the fucking weirdest backdrop I've ever... What? Why? Ooh, it's a Bearish Karn. Otherwise known as the Cuddly Wuddly.
I'll get on it.
Kill the Cuddly Wuddly.